Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. How y'all doing? Had kids? I'm Q, the Costa Rican coach of the Chicago Dragon Bolts. Yes, sir. You might be asking yourself, Q, why are you saying this? This is a random Wi-Fi battle, isn't it? You're right, and you're also wrong. Today, we're doing a little bit of a new thing. We did it once before for the PBA. We're doing it again for a new draft league known as the MBC, started by the homie Indomitable Will. I might be saying his name wrong. I do apologize. Regardless, today, we're going over a little bit of our draft league team. Without doing a draft analysis. Instead, I'm going to show you some battles with the potential teams we could be using. I'll put it on the screen right now. The full team that we drafted. Boom. We've got Roaring Moon, Ogerpon Hearthflame, Torterra that can terrestrialize. Yes, sir. I may or may not had to have begged the commissioner to allow me to do this, but it can do it. Manaphy, Slitherwing, Azelf, Sarina, our Sun Setter, and Retractable Awning, Ninetales. An Electro that can also terrestrialize, and then Galarian Wheezing. Today, we're going to be using a bit of the Sun side of the team. We do have Choice Band Roaring Moon. We have Ogerpon Hearthflame. Loaded Dice Terra Rock Torterra. Heavy Duty Boot Slitherwing. Focus Sash Suicide Lead Azelf. And then last but not least, our beautiful Sun Setter Alolan Ninetales with the Heat Rock, so we get those maximum Sun turns. Without going like too in depth into the team, basically, you might be asking yourself, Q, how did you get this team? A little bit of fourth wall breaking. We didn't actually draft this team in its entirety as the draft was going. We actually ended up getting, like, I think it was Roaring Moon, Monkey Dory, and then Torterra. But the person who picked #1 overall in our pool of coaches picked Ogerpon Hearthflame. But then they dropped it in grace period, and I just saw it as a sign, man. I had to go get it. Before they dropped that Pokemon, the only Sun member on the team I had was just Roaring Moon. I didn't have Slitherwing, I didn't have Ninetales, I obviously didn't have Hearthflame, but then once I saw him drop it, I was like, bro, I gotta go get these guys. I gotta get the Sun Boys. We're gonna rock out with the Sun team. Now, normally in the draft league format, I don't typically run like a super obvious strategy like, you know, Sun teams. Granted, they can still be really good. I've seen Sun teams win leagues before, but it's just usually not my type of way I want to go about things, because I feel like it's way too predictable. And sure, maybe they can predict it, but these guys do kind of hit fucking hard as hell. So our Terra Captain, as you saw on the thing we'll put up right now again, the ones highlighted in purple, Torterra and Electrode, are the only Pokemon on our team that can terrestrialize. So I'm going to be fighting some randoms today. This is not an official draft league. I'm going to be fighting some randoms today with a variation of our potential team, mainly the Sun side, and we are going to attempt to try and only terrestrialize with our Torterra. So yeah, man, it's a really fun team. If you guys want to use it for yourself, the team ID is in the right-hand corner, B89T6N. I do believe we drafted one of the best Sun teams of all time. And yeah, man, the Pokepace is in the description down below. Let me know in the comment section down below if you guys are excited for this new season, this brand new season of a brand new draft league with a brand new team with some brand new Pokemon. Also, let me know in the comment section down below, who do you think is going to be our kill leader at the end of the season? I low-key think it's going to be Roaring Moon, but I could see Ogerpon, I could see Torterra, I could see Slithering. Hell, I could even see, like, random-ass Manaphy. You know what I'm saying? You never know. Draft League is always surprising me every single time I queue up for a battle. So regardless, this is going to be our variation of a draft analysis. We're just going to do some Wi-Fi battles and try and have a good time with the team and try to show off some of the things that it can do. With that being said, hope you all subscribe if you're new, and I also hope you all enjoy the battles. All right, y'all, here we are with the first battle using our draft league team against randoms, just to show it off a little bit, just to show you guys, you know, quote unquote, the gist of what we got cooking up for this season 1 of the MBC. Or is it season 1? It's our first season in it, so regardless. We have a really good speed tier with the homie, I just had to make sure what my guy's set was. We have a really good speed tier with the homie Roaring Moon. I do kind of like just leading off with it, although there is a bit of a Greninja that's a little issue. So I'm actually just going to lead off with the homie Azelf and probably just get up my rockers. If they do lead Greninja, that's fine, as long as they're not Battle Bond, because that actually could just auto win. But that's not true. We can definitely, we can do some stuff. If they're Battle Bond, and they Dark Pulse immediately on my Azelf, break me down to Sash, I could go hard into Slitherwing and promptly First Impression. If you ended up skipping the intro, basically, I don't normally draft like straight up like this is a Sun teams in draft leagues, but you know, first time for everything. I think this is actually the first time where I drafted like a straight up like weather team. So it's actually I'm really looking forward to seeing how I end up using it in this season. So anyways, I'm going to Stealth Rocks and then Psychic this guy. They can switch out. I don't care what they do. I'm just going to get up my rocks. They're really good here to break potential sashes, as well as knock off 50% of that Charizard's HP. You know what I'm saying? Because that thing in the sun could be pretty crazy. So they show that they're booster energy, but they Volt Switch. So a little weird. Normally you only see the Volt Switch strat on like AV sets. So I'm pretty shocked that they would actually, one, stay in on the Psychic, and two, Volt Switch out. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, they go hard into Goldango, which does in fact wall me. They definitely could be Choice Scarf. I think it's okay in the neighborhood. I honestly want to just go hard into Ninetales and just click Flamethrower. I think that's actually my best bet. We can keep the sun up for a while. If they opt to like Nasty Plot here, then we have a really good exchange, because then we'll just Flamethrower them. But otherwise, Make It Rain or Shadow Ball, I think we'd live both. So I'm cool with making the Ninetales play. So now I kind of want to call them. Oh, that's definitely not Specs. So that's out of the picture. I want to call them either being Choice Locked, as in Scarfed, or they switch. So I'm going to go double right into Moon. If they opt to Shadow Ball again, which I think that would be their best play. Maybe they T-Wave. That'd be crazy. But yeah, I'm just going to go into my guy. And we're going to start clicking buttons with our guy, bro. Let's see what they click. They do end up clicking Power Gem. Perfect. Yeah, this was a great pivot, because that's a neutral hit. Roaring Moon is a pretty decent natural SPDF stat. And now we just get off a very strong Banded knockoff. And it should knock out this Goldango. Hell yeah, brother. So yeah, man. Like I said, Sun Team is really fun. I've used variations of Sun Teams throughout, like, the... Oh, Ability Shield. Throughout, like, when the DLC... Second DLC came out, Gardevoir. I feel like I kill this. I feel like I knock this out. I am Choice Banded. I really do feel like I knocked this out. I kind of want to know for science, and I don't necessarily need this to win. I guess it does. No, because I have this for Gren. This is also good for the... Yeah, I'm just going to knock... I kind of want to see if I just knock this out. Banded knockoff. Does it do enough? It does do enough. Who would have thought? Anyways, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think my kill leader this season is going to be. I low-key think it's going to be Roaring Moon, Twisted Spoon. Hashtag bars. But who knows? It could end up being like Ogerpon. That's also another good option. If you guys did skip the intro, like I said before, we didn't even draft Ogerpon in the normal draft. We picked it up in free agency. Or I guess the grace period. Because this fucking Pokemon, bro, it was actually picked #1 overall in our pool. But then the guy dropped it, surprisingly enough. And I don't know why. I really don't. But hey, I'm glad they did. I'm glad they did. Regardless, we're going to pivot into our Azelf. If they want to Volt Switch again, by all means, they can do that. This time around, I'm just going to get off some Psychic damage. As they Drain Punch and do literally nothing to me, because I am an Azelf. And I do resist, brother. I was going to say brother, and I was going to say baby. I didn't really know which one my brain wanted to say. Regardless, we just get off a nice Psychic here. If they want to predict that and go hard Gren, so be it. We're going to get some chip on that with Stealth Rocks, and then we could either explode or do something, or just pivot like hard into our guy. But they actually end up staying in, and we're going to do a decent amount of damage to this guy. Oh my god, was that a crit? There's no way that just kills. I know I'm an Azelf, bro. Hello? What kind of fucking, like, max attack fucking Iron Hands were you, bro? I gotta know. There's no way that normally kills. Oh, it does. Wow, yeah. If they're like Omega offensive, that just normally kills. So this Mon, not really that scared of it. Like I said, if it's Battle Bond, we just bring in our guy, and then we just do some things. So we're just gonna explode. Actually reveal to be faster, so they're more than likely modest, and they most likely die here. Yes, sir. Azelf for 2 of them things. It's a good rocker, man. Azelf's a pretty decent rocker. So all that's left is the Tentacles, the Charizard. That's it. Tentacles and Charizard. So who kills both of them? I'm going to bet Roaring Moon does. The Sun team's good, man. I guess I could have went into Ogerpon too, but then I kind of like... Charizard resists my stabs, so I didn't want to do that. Our Terra Captain in this league is, in fact, the Torterra that we're actually going to U-turn into right now. And potentially get the last kill with, because... One, I don't want them to somehow live the knock and land their Spore. I am just going to knock this out. Yeah, I figured. Roaring Moon's kind of insane. This team was not prepared for the Sun Gang. That's for damn sure. I did record a battle before this that went just as well for us. Like, sometimes it's uncanny how strong the Sun team can be, especially against people that just aren't ready for it. Because on their team, they have no, like, Sun resist. But there's just no resist to the Sun gang. If they do end up going Zard, I will Terra Rock and promptly Rock Blast immediately. Just to hit them. Just to see what it feels like. Yep, they're not boots. And we are just going to Terra with our Terra Captain and just Rock Blast them. See if they battle, if they cancel the battle, or what happens here. But yeah, I re-recorded because I was like, man, that first battle went way too well. They also, like, had some silly strategies, in my opinion. So I was just like, I kind of wanted a real battle to feature for the Draft League team, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? We probably die here, actually. I assumed they would, you know, fire move us. But we'll see what happens here. Probably should have shell smashed, but who knows? Actually, no, at 50% HP, they definitely die to this. Because we're loaded dice. As long as we land, we're golden. We're literally golden. So yeah, man, Terra Captain, Torterra. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, they did fire move. Perfect. One of the few leagues that weren't scared to allow Torterra to terrestrialize. All thanks to me begging for them to not ban it. So yeah, that's what's going on. I did low-key. Was like, yo, we should totally allow Torterra to Terra. Obviously before the draft. I didn't draft it and then say that. You know what I'm saying? It was declared before the draft that Torterra was allowed to take it. Or to Terra. And I did take it in the 3rd round. Because I knew it was going to be a high-ticket item. I guess. A hot-ticket item. A lot of people would have wanted it. That's what I'm trying to get at. But regardless, let's see what we can do in the second battle. Okay, so once again, second day in a row that we're fighting a team that has a Darkrai on it. Normally, as previously stated, I don't fight the Ubers, but I figured, you know, we have a speed boosting moon once the sun is up. I honestly think we'll be fine. I literally click knockoff, U-turn. I just click buttons with this team, so I think it'll be okay. And I do think I don't think Darkrai was allowed in this league, but it was allowed in a few other leagues that I know are around right now. So honestly, not too out of the ordinary. Regardless, we're gonna lead off with the moon. Very, very, very good speed tier outside of like Scarf Jirachi. I think we outpace. What's that Pokemon called? The Uber that I'm concerned. Blah blah blah. Darkrai. No, we don't. I think it's base 125, isn't it? Let me look it up. I think it is base 125. If not, if that's what leads, that's what leads. It is base 125. So, I don't know. I honestly don't know what I would do there. I might switch out. I might stay in and just U-turn and see what happens. But regardless, we have a good speed tier against everything else. I'm assuming a Breloom might want to lead off and I can U-turn. Okay, they actually lead off with this. This is perfect. We can just knock off. Knockoff has never been more free. If they want to immediately terrestrialize into the fairy type, so be it. I can switch out and do it all over again. I believe, regardless of what this goes for, oh my god, they're going to Terra immediately. Okay, if it's fairy and they Terra Blast, that's going to be sad. But outside of that, I think I like our chances here. They Terra normal. Okay, that's cool too. Let's see if we just knock it out, regardless. Big ass banded knockoff from Roaring Moon. Boom. Almost. Citrus Berry. Hell yeah. What'd they click? Minimize. See, thankfully we don't have to deal with these kind of strategies in the draft league. We're just a well-trained Roaring Moon, so we're just going to simply land our knockoff. Not going to have to... Oh, they're faster. That's right, we knocked them off. God damn it, bro. This is what we got to deal with. Alright, well, we're going to knock off again. Thankfully we landed. Beautiful. Doing extraordinarily less. We're going to go out into our Ninetales because I can attack this, or I could Wisp it. I think I might Wisp it. And then get Moon back in. Once I get Moon back in, I'll be able to, what's it called? So hopefully we can just fucking hit this guy. As they Strength Sap again, they will probably get back to full, even though I am a no attack invested Ninetales. Let's find out. Do they? They don't, so that's pretty interesting. I am just going to Flamethrower immediately. As they minimize again, of course, like I said, we don't ever have to deal with these kind of things in Draft League. Thankfully, we have rules in place for shit like this. But unfortunately, when you're fighting random people online, there are no rules you can declare that, you know, that don't allow this kind of thing. So yeah, they're going to Baton Pass as well, which is also banned unless you're not Baton Passing strategies. But like I said, we're not in the Draft League right now. We're just fighting randoms. So I am at their mercy. I'm at the mercy of the randoms. So yeah, they're, I think, minimized boosted by 2 stages. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to check. I'm going to check their stats after this and see what they are. Hopefully, we can just, you know, land our flamethrower against this Darkrai. That would be huge. That would be huge, Ninetales. Okay, good job, Ninetales. You did great. You did great. You did great. You did great. Good job, Ninetales. Hold on. +4 evasion. Good on you. Honestly, I'm proud. I'm happy for you. I'm going to flamethrower. As they miss the hypnosis, because they're bad. Let's go. Come on, Ninetales. Land your second one. Hell yeah, Ninetales. Let's fucking go. Get him out of here. Okay, we got to land another one, though. We do have to land another one, though. As they miss their second hypnosis, let's just land another one. Tell this fucking... Okay. Teach this fucking loser why they shouldn't be running these dumbass strategies, bro. We're going to do it again. Because they land their third hypnosis. Took them long enough. I am going to finally switch out into something. I think I'm going to go into Roaring Moon. And then just try to land my U-turns. God, I hate these stupid strategies that you sometimes run into ranked. And every time you see Driftflim, it's always the same shit. It literally is. It's literally always. Let's see, how many more turns of Sun? We have exactly 2 more turns. So if I go into Moon now, we will definitely outpace them. And U-turn. So let's see what happens. Also, I actually don't remember. No, they went for Hypnosis first on my Ninetales. So they might be max speed. In order to outpace me. Let's see what they do end up going for. I'm assuming it's a Dream Eater. Perfect. I'm not only a Dark type and immune to that, but also I'm not asleep. So we're going to U-turn and just land. Let's go, Roaring Moon. Let's fucking go. Your strategy is bad. Not only are they using an Uber, they're using a shit-ass Baton Pass minimize fucking Drifblim. So that's great. We got that out of the way. Honestly, my Torterra might just raw win from right here, but I'm going to actually end up going into my Slitherwing. I want to show everyone off. I believe I didn't show Slitherwing off in the first battle, even though this sunlight's going to go away. I think after, like right now, like immediately. Yeah. So all that text popping up on screen was kind of pointless, but regardless, it's fine. We do get a big first impression off on the Mew if they opt to go into that. If they go into Drifblim, I just U-turn. Same thing with Jirachi, I just U-turn. Actually, no, I switch out if they go Jirachi. And they do end up going Jirachi. What's it going to be, guys? I bet it's going to be Cosmic Power bullshit. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I'm going into Ninetales to once again get my Sun up. And then I might double back into either Slitherwing or the Roaring Moon. I haven't decided yet. Let's see what they want to do. They Thunder Wave. Oh, let's go, brother. Let's go. And you know what? What do I want to do here? I'm going to go Azelf, actually. I'm going to go Azelf and taunt them. I'm sick and tired of this guy. I'm already fed up with their strategies. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Baton Pass, minimize, fucking Thunder Wave on their fucking Jirachi. I'm literally going to taunt this, and then I'm going to get my own rocks up, and then I'm going to explode. So we're going to taunt. No Thunder Waving today. We do outpace them because we're base 115 speed. They're only base 100. This is at least going longer than the first battle. Not going to lie. Yeah, you can't Thunder Wave me, buddy. You can't Thunder Wave me, buddy. What are you going to do? Go out in a Blissey? That's fine. I'm going to explode on you if you go out in a Blissey, bro. Literally going to explode. Oh, is that a Blissey? Is that a Blissey? Do you think you're going to do something with your Blissey? Is that what's going to happen here? Is that what you're thinking? Because you ain't. I'll tell you right now. I'm literally going to explode. If you want to protect, whatever. I'm exploding, bro. Hell yeah. This probably doesn't kill, but it's going to do a decent amount of damage. It's going to put it in range of everything, basically. It's just going to kill. It's just that easy, guys. Fuck a Blissey. I go acapella. So now this is what we call a double down, which in the industry, we do like to go out into our Roaring Moon here. Unfortunately, I'm actually going to go into Slitherwing. Because I have the speed tier still. I can first impression the Mew, which will die because they can't Terra. And I get an attack boost thanks to the Sun. I am Boots as well, so I ignore the rocks. And if they opt to go into Breloom here, I can U-turn, which is exactly what I thought would happen. I figured they would go into Breloom to try and Mach Punch my Roaring Moon, which I don't know what their item is, so I would only assume that it OHKOs me. But thankfully, I could actually just Flare Blitz this thing, which would be pretty funny. I just don't want to get Spored in the off chance that they're like... Well, they can't Terra. I think Flare Blitz just gets a kill, so never mind. I'm actually just going to Flare Blitz. Hell yeah. Get him, Slitherwing. Get him. Get him in the sun. Hell yeah, baby. Why Slitherwing gets Flare Blitz, I'll never know, but I ain't questioning it, okay? Bug fighting type with fire coverage, sign me up, bro. I actually did use Slitherwing in a draft league before. That I definitely didn't have Sun on that team, but it was a really nice like priority mon. So yeah, they go back out into this mon for some ungodly reason, acting like they didn't just see me click this. I'm clicking it again. You're literally gonna die. Yes, sir. Get him out of here. Slitherwing is goated with the sauce. And then all that's left is Mew and Jirachi. That's all that's left, man. That's all that's left. Let's see. Do we see the sun fade away? Unfortunately, we can't, like, stop the Jirachi from T-waving us anymore. This is Mew. Yes, sir. So I am going to switch out, I think. I want to check my sun turns. We have one more turn. So I am going to pivot into, I guess, Roaring Moon. I don't necessarily need any more. It does win against these last two, both being Psychic types. So, like, in the off chance that they, like, don't click a they don't click Dazzling Gleam here. You know what I mean? They definitely click, like, Psychic, which would be perfect for me. Because then it's just over. Let's see what happens. They click Dragon Dance, too, to be fair. They transform! That's adorable. That's actually adorable. They're going to see that their best move to click against me is U-turn. But also, if, like, they're not banded like I am. So maybe I don't think their U-turn kills me. And I'm the better Roaring Moon, so I'm just going to win the speed tie. It's just that simple. Let's find out together. As a family. As a team. As a squadron. I literally just U-turn into Ninetales. Yeah, it's not that hard, guys. It's literally not that hard. It's so simple, actually. It's fairly simple. I don't want any Jirachi shenanigans to go down. So I'm actually just going to go, once again, into my Torterra. Ogerpon has not come out of its Pokeball, but it's fine. Honestly, you know what? You're right. I should go Ogerpon. Ivy Cudgel's enough. I don't want to terrestrialize it because I kind of wanted to play this as if I'm using the draft league team with the contingencies, as in only Torterra can Terra. There is another member on the team that I didn't bring, which is Electro, that can also Terra, but he's not on the squadron. But regardless, you guys would have saw that in the intro, all the mons that we have available to us. This is just like the quote-unquote sun side of the team. Ivy Cudgel might not knock it out. It is a Jirachi, but I am also an Ivy Cudgeler, and it does just knock it out. Let's fucking go, man. The sun team is good. All right, guys. This is not, this is not your typical Q the Costa Rican Draft League team, but I'm hoping to have some fun here in Season 1 of the MBC. I think it could be really fun. We have the pieces to win games. I will say, besides our glaring rock weakness, I think we do pretty well at knocking out the opposing 6 Pokemon. But regardless, that's going to be it for me today. If you all like what you saw and you saw what you like, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Once again, let me know in the comment section down below. 1, what new Pokemon you guys might want to see me use in future random Wi-Fi battles. 2, stay tuned for Draft League Weekend, baby. We got 2 battles going up after this one. 3, who do you think is going to be kill leader by the end of the season? I think it's going to be Roaring Moon, but I don't know. Slitherwing could surprise me. Could be Torterra as well, one of the Terra captains. Could be Ogerpon. Who fucking knows? Regardless, I'm going to get up out of here. And if y'all like what you saw, and you saw what you like, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.